Hi, this is Anne Louise with Christensen Music. Today I'm going to show you my favorite chordal warm-up exercise. We're going to play chords in the key of C. And to start with, I just want to review the hand shape that you want to have when you're playing the piano. It's kind of a relaxed, curved fingers. You're playing on the tips of your fingers and the side of your thumbs. And we want to drop our wrists slightly. And we're going to play a chord, which is 3 notes played at the same time. We're going to play C, E, and G. And we're just going to play these all the way up the C scale and come all the way back down. And I like to use the metronome. We're going to go on 88. And it's going to sound like this. Play along with me if you want. Ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. Playing whole notes here, which is 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to repeat that top chord, which is C. That's the C chord. Next we're going to a B diminished, then we're going to the left, we're going down to an A minor, that's your G chord, and then F, and then your E minor chord, and D minor chord, and then we're back home. Here we are, back home. 2, ready, yeah. And we're going to stop that. Now, that was playing a blocked chord where you're hitting it all at the same time. Now we're going to play an arpeggio. Arpeggio is the chord broken up. So, the first arpeggio I'm going to teach you is called an Alberti bass. It's usually played with your left hand. But just to challenge yourself, I want you to play it with both hands. You're going to play the bottom note, the top note, the middle note, and the top note. It sounds like this. That's an Alberti bass. We're going to do that all the way up. If you can't do it with both hands, just work on your left hand. If you can't do it with your left hand, just practice your chords. So there's a couple combinations. You can do both hands like that, or you can play just your left hand, or you can play a chord in your right hand and the Alberti bass in your left hand. So what's that going to sound like with the metronome? It's going to sound like this. Now we're going to do that on D minor. And then we're going to do it on E minor. And like I said, you can just play your left hand with the chord in the right. Or both hands. When you're doing this are your dynamics. Practice playing very softly, which is piano, and mezzo forte is medium, loud. And you can practice playing forte. You can practice playing with the pedal. Pedal for every chord you're changing. That's the Alberti bass. You could do it twice as fast. Let's see how that would sound if we did this. So for time was 1, 2. So you can do it twice as fast also. So that's an Alberti bass arpeggio. There's one other arpeggio I was going to show you, and that's your triplet. So if a triplet is 3 notes, which with a triad is a perfect amount of notes, And I think what I want to do is I want to do one triplet per beat. So if the beat is 1, 2, 3, 4, the triplet is going to be 1, 2, and then switch. Now we're going to alternate it, so top first. And what you want to avoid with a triplet is not to thump that first note. What I was saying was, when you're playing a triplet, you want to be careful that you're not hitting that first one. And then that's all you end up hearing is that thump, 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 thump. Our thumbs love to thump. So we want to be very aware. So you're listening when you play. Make sure that when you're playing the piano, you realize that you're really channeling the music through you. The music is not in the instrument. You are the instrument, and you're playing the piano, which is the instrument. So you're channeling that music. So it's up to you to make sure that you're being musical and not mechanical. All right, so those are some arpeggios. The next thing I'd like to show you with this exercise is playing that triad up. Let's jump. So let's play that triad here. Let's play it back up an octave and then come back down. That's going to be challenging for a lot of people. So let's see what that sounds like. So if this is our beat, we're going to go 1, 2, D minor, B minor, F, then G, A minor, B diminished, and then C. Now let's reverse that. So we're going A minor, G, and let's try playing it softer. And there's E minor. We can add the pedal, and then if we add the pedal, we're making it legato, and you would just shift. You would just clear your pedal after every change of chord. So that's two things right there. You can play it staccato, where you're jumping no pedal, or you can do it with the pedal. And again, practice your dynamics. Practice louds, practice softs, practice mezzo piano, mezzo forte. Another thing you can do with that is practice that rhythmically. You could do so you go and raise your hands, and pretty soon you're playing like a maestro or Liberace. Okay, the fourth thing I want to talk about is inversions. So that chord can also be played in a different shape. You can play C, E, G, or you could play E, G, C, E on the bottom, or you could play G on the bottom. Those are called inversions. It's the same chord, that's still a C chord, but we're going to travel up the chord. We're going to travel up the keyboard, and let's do that in time. I'll show you what that looks like. Ready, play. And G minor, E minor, F, G, and I'm going to practice my dynamics. See how soft you can play. Oops. important in music. The difference between being a musician and being a mechanic. All right, and our last thing I want to show you is pretty advanced, and that is playing your arpeggios, playing those in octaves. We're going to start with staccato octaves, so you're going to play. You're going to play that. That's going to sound like this. So we're going to go. You can also practice legato, which is adding your pedal. When you're playing octaves, the only way you can connect those is through your pedal, because you don't have your fingering to connect your notes. Again, something else you can do with your octaves, you can do a lot of things with octaves. You can play twice as fast. You could go. You could do different inversions and different rhythms. So I will show you more with our next video, and thanks again for listening. This is Anne Louise with Christensen Music. See you next time.